Hey everybody, it's Josie here. I'm going to be doing another recommendations video today. So this one was based on actually a book I just read, a novel I just read, and it's this beautiful book over here. It is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Now, spoiler alert, I love this book, but also because it's written in a way that is autobiographical, I thought, why not give you a recommendation of my favourite real-life autobiographies, seeing as we're almost getting to the end of non-fiction November. So I've picked the 5 autobiographies that I really love and that I think everyone should read. So the first one I've got here is this one over here. It's Tracey Emin, Strangeland. Now, for those of you that don't know, Tracey Emin is an artist. She's a British artist. She was part of the young, sort of the YA British artist explosion in the 90s, in the early 90s. And she is incredibly, fantastically complicated, crazy, wonderful character of a person, and this book Strangeland basically talks about her childhood and growing up, and it is incredible. It's written in a really interesting way. Her story is fascinating. To me it reads like a novel. I love it and I would recommend anybody reading this book. Then the next one is actually a recent read as well, and it's this one over here, Overshare by Rosie. I just did a full video reviewing this. I loved this book. It made me laugh. It's so much fun. Rosie are YouTubers and they are married and they talk about their lives, love, sexuality, mental health. It's a fantastic read, particularly for millennials. I love it. So this is another one of my favourites. The next one is an old favourite. I read this many years ago for the first time and I reread it a lot, and it's this one over here, Scar Tissue by Anthony Kiedis. Now, Anthony Kiedis is the lead singer of the band The Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Scar Tissue is actually one of their songs if you're familiar with the Chili Peppers. Now, I love the band and I find Anthony incredibly fascinating. This again charts his childhood. It's very accessible. It reads like a novel again. Crazy father who turns up in this. It kind of gives you an insight as to why Anthony does some of the things he does. I would say there is a trigger warning in here for addiction, particularly drug addiction, if anybody's sensitive to that. It's quite graphic, but it also charts Anthony's recovery, so it is a story of hope as well. But this one is fantastic. Some great photography in there of Anthony as a child. Ooh, I show that one, didn't I? Some great pictures in there of Anthony as a child, some of his girlfriends, as you can tell, and it just really charts his life. Really good read. Then the next one, this is one of my books of the year. It is this over here, Brave by Rose McGowan. Rose is incredible, inspirational. She is one of the founders of the Me Too movement. She was brave enough to come out and talk about what Harvey Weinstein did to her, which sparked a lot of the other women coming forward, and she is amazing. I love her. I love this book. I think it is such an important book to read at the moment. I think women will love it. She just is a real inspiration. I would definitely say read this book. She's a brave lady and she's amazing. And then the last one is my favourite book of all time. I'm going to put it out there. It's this one over here. It's Just Kids by Patti Smith. Patti Smith is an extraordinary artist and poet and writer and singer, and she is amazing. I love everything about her. Her writing is exquisite. This book is beautifully written. It's about her and Robert Mapplethorpe and their lives in the sort of early 70s in New York. It charts their rise to fame. It charts their love, their life. And it is a beautifully, beautifully written book. It's interesting, it's fascinating. The prose is beautiful, but it's also accessible because the story, again, reads like a novel. Beautifully done. I would recommend this to anybody and everybody. I love this book. I love Patti Smith, and definitely read this. So yeah, so those are my top 5 recommendations for autobiographies. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you read some of them. Let me know what your favourite autobiographies are, and until next time, bye!